Hi, and welcome to Cooking with Howie. I'm back. It's been a while. I took some time off. I needed some resting. I had a bunch of other chores and things going on. So, anyways, we're back, and we're going to make a breakfast today. We're going to start out with a casserole, and I'm sure you've all had a breakfast casserole. Now, for this, I don't have a recipe, so I'm kind of got an idea in my head about what I want to do, and so we're going to try and see how it comes out. And if it doesn't come out right, you're going to see that live, and if it doesn't come out right, you can just not do this and just make some scrambled eggs. You'll be all right. Okay, so we're going to start out cooking some bacon. Everybody loves bacon, and there is a million ways to cook bacon, but I'm going to show you my way of cooking bacon, which is on a extra large size frying pan skillet. And what we want is a medium-high heat to start with. And the first group of bacon usually doesn't come out perfect, but that's okay. And this is actually thinner bacon than I thought it was going to be. So we'll see. It'll still be fine for a breakfast casserole. It's not going to matter. But the trick to cooking bacon is to constantly keep it moving and adjusting the temperature. So what you don't want to have happen is you don't want to start burning your bacon, and you don't want to smoke yourself out of your house and have your fire alarms go on. So I'm going to go ahead and open my window up here, and I've got my fan on up above. So as we start getting cooking, we're going to start turning them over right away. I've got two pieces together on two of these because they are thin, which that's all right. Then as they start cooking down, we'll add some more into the pan because they start shrinking and giving us more room. And might as well just keep using up the room. So again, now these guys are looking ready to flip again. You got to keep them moving and turning so they don't burn. Because you want them to get crispy and golden brown. All right, so we're gonna chop an onion, and so basically I've cut the onion in half and put it down like that so it has a nice place to hold itself. I'm gonna slice it kind of thin here. My giant cleaver, and then put the pieces back together here, get them in the same direction, and then again back across. Can't do it because I'm right-handed, so you're just gonna have to look over the top. Okay. Anyways, we're back across the line here, and the onions have their own, layers in them, as we know, and so when you cut it this way, now they just separate and they turn into little pieces. And make sure you get some on the floor because you gotta do it. And again, we'll do this one here. And it's not too important that they're all the same exact size on this because it is a casserole. And we're not going to worry about it too much. We got an onion. So we're going to cut up a green pepper now. We're going to chop a green pepper. Same idea. And just make it nice little pieces so it's easy to integrate into our casserole. All right. All right, so now we're cutting our green pepper in half and then into lengthwise, and then we go across, and then we have nice little chopped green peppers to go into our casserole. Can't wait for this. I hope this comes out like what I'm dreaming about, because I had dreams about this. And I want my dreams to come true. All right. You can end that. All right. Now we got some happy eggs. I don't know. Are they happy? I should have drawn little smiley faces on them. That would have been kind of fun, huh? Oh, well. And these are more difficult eggs than the ones that are just the white regular ones that the shells open up much easier. So I don't know if I'm going to try to be fancy with them anymore. I'm just going to, because I already got shells in there. And I don't like shells in my food. So I might just be a little more careful here. We'll try one more time and see if we can't get it to one hand. There we go. And the other one. There we go. We're getting it now. I haven't done that for a while either. And this is another thing that takes some practice getting used to. Get out of there. Come on. So we're going to do a dozen eggs. All right. So we got a dozen eggs in there. A couple pieces of shells. And we're going to add a half a cup of pancake mix. And what I'm hoping for here is that the pancake mix is going to cause the eggs to kind of fluff up. And I don't want to make bread and I don't want to make a batter. So I'm thinking the half a cup to the dozen eggs should leave us with just enough to make it fluff. It rhymed. I like that. Okay, so while you all were away, I did chop up the bacon and the sausages, and I got some other things ready here like cheese and other such things. So we're going to use some of the bacon grease left over. We're going to try not to get the dirty bits in there from the bacon itself. And we just want to put enough, kind of coat the bottom of this, and hopefully this is going to brown our potatoes. Is my thought. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to coat it up the side too so that the eggs don't stick to that and the cheese and all that. So, all right, that looks pretty good. So now we're going to take, I shredded some homemade potatoes and I let them sit and dry. So we're going to put a good layer of potatoes at the bottom here. That's looking pretty good, I think. That's a pretty good amount of potatoes. Pat them down a little bit. All right. And so what I've decided is we're going to put the sausages and onions and peppers directly onto the top of the potatoes, and they should make a nice little layer here. Evenly distributed all about, and a nice amount. And down here, we're going to add the bacon. I'm not going to put a lot of salt in here because bacon is pretty darn salty. And I got to be careful with the salt. So I'm not going to add a lot of salt to this, but I am going to add just a little bit because, you know, just a little salt to keep things exciting. And we're going to add some pepper here at the bottom. And then we'll add some more onto the top of the eggs once they go in there. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to create a little buffer zone here and hopefully isolate the egg from falling all the way down into our potatoes. So we're going to use sliced, got Monterey Jack here because I like Monterey Jack. Oh, so I made a hole. Looks like a little mouse bit, that one. What's up with that? And we'll just go all the way around. can't have too much cheese, I don't think. Just like you can't have too much bacon. Don't worry, I got more. I got more. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, this guy's not cooperating as bad, as good as the other one. There we go. All right. So if all goes according to plan, that's too much cheese. Okay. I know you said I said you couldn't have too much cheese, but maybe that was going to be too much. There we go. Then we're gonna put just a little salsa to give it a red color here, a little spice, a little red color, because why not? Can't have too much color. And so I think like that. I'm gonna take the eggs and the pancake mix, and I'm gonna kind of pour it in here, and hopefully it's gonna set up on top of this. I hope. It's my idea anyway. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It looks like it's gonna run down inside. So who knows? We'll find out once it's done. I'm gonna add some spinach that I already cooked, and I cooked it in a little olive oil and garlic to give it a little flavor. I don't know if it was a good idea to put the spinach on the top, have it on the bottom. I don't know. Again, we'll just see what happens. We don't know. It'll still be edible, regardless of what it looks like. It'll still be very edible. And I need to eat a beet. Spinach, like top right of sailor. I'm ready to go. All right. So now I got some aluminum foil. I'm going to cover this because I don't want the eggs to dry out before the potatoes get brown. So I got the oven at 375, and we're going to check on it after 20 minutes and just kind of peek at the bottom and see what it looks like. And then we'll peek inside too and see what that looks like. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so it's been the 20 minutes. I took the lid off now to look at it, and it's not quite solidified yet. I can still see some liquid. So it's looking very good. I'm going to leave the cover off so we can get some more heat into it, and we're going to let it go. We're going to say 15 more minutes, and we'll see what happens after that. And then we've got some more to do because we're going to put some bagel crusting top on top of it. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so we are at the end of approximately 45 minutes at 375. 20 of it was covered, and then the rest of it was uncovered. I just got a mouthful of steam, and my eyeglasses just got covered. So we got this, and it looked good. Oh my gosh. All right. Now, our finishing touch is going to be putting some bagels. I got some Everything's Raised Bagels here from Walmart. And we're just going to spread these around a little bit. And put them on here face up, because I'll show you why I'm thinking about this, how I think I want this to happen. So I sliced these bagels using an apple core slicer. So you know those round things, they look kind of like this. And so I kind of pushed them down on the bagel, and I got these nice little wedges, which is what I was looking for. And I'm very happy with it. It was very quick. I didn't have to like slice and, you know, take the pizza slicer to them or anything like that. Worked out real nice. So, one more piece of bagel goes right there. And I got some melty butter that I melted in the microwave. at 50 power for about 2 minutes. And hopefully I'm not going to waste it here and mess up. So we want to just sprinkle this, drizzle it, as they say. In some place they say drizzle. The rain is drizzling. The butter is drizzled. And there we go. Right there. You need it. And what we're going to do now is we're going to turn on the broiler. We got to stop this, turn on the broiler, and we'll set that at 500 and we'll say play. And then we're going to put this into the broiler and we're going to keep an eye on it because we just want to toast the top of the croutons here, is what we'll call them, bagels, and see how that is, and then we'll be ready to eat. Okay, so we had a few minutes in the oven, broil, and this is just beautiful. Beautiful. And the proper thing to do here would be to let it sit for a few minutes. But the other thing to do would be just to eat it. So we're going to do the wrong thing and get the spatula out from somewhere hidden. Okay. Magic spatula. We're not going to let it sit for too long. We're just going to dig in. Let's do it. See what we got. It's still boiling a little liquid on the side. So again, probably the best thing to do would be to let it sit. But because I am wanting to see how this came out, I'm a little stuck at the bottom here. So unfortunately, something did not go according to plan. Do not touch that plate. Okay. There we go. That's what we need to do. First piece had to get out of the way. I had to dig under the shell here. Get another plate. And I can tell by the way that it's stuck under there that it is toasted. Oh, look, 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 look. Do I have it? Beautiful. All right. Okay, so we got the, whoops, oh, come on, let me get some pieces here. Here we go. Oh, this is too hot to eat, I think. I think this is a little too hot to eat, but I can smell it's good. Very good. Enjoy. Bye-bye.